What's up, ladies and gents? SpoonyPizzas here, back again with some eFootball news. Today we're going to be looking at the eFootball Connect video that they've got on their official channel, and I'm going to just be talking to you about some of the things that I liked, disliked, and what I generally thought about the overall thing. So after about 5 or 6 bows and some nodding, they literally go on to tell us that following the series 30th anniversary, they want to share more depth and connect with the fans. Thankfully, that's not where the connect bit ends. They want to share what they have in mind when developing the game. So they had 3 topics: gameplay, player development, and useful functions. Now, the gameplay, funnily enough, didn't really feature all that much gameplay, which I'm going to touch on right now. They talk about AI in the eFootball League mode, or having like a separate mode for the eFootball League. So it's very similar to eFootball League, where you play against online opponents, but this time you're playing against AI opponents. And they reckon when you reach Division 2 or Division 3, you can be ready to play PvP, because that's going to be like quite challenging. When you get to Division 1, you know, find teams with sort of the typical lineups you find in typical Division 1 games. So you're going to find the likes of Puyol, Ronaldinho, Shevchenko up top, you know, fully fleshed out teams. The biggest point from this eFootball Connect, and I called it in the last video, crossplay. Crossplay between PlayStation, Steam, Windows, and Xbox. Now, for me personally, I know that they handle lag very differently between those platforms, so it's going to be interesting to see how it manages that. But more on that later, because we do talk about servers in a bit. So now in the PvP eFootball League, there's going to be combined ranking across all platforms, which is going to be really good, because at the minute, certainly on the PC, the platform, it feels like it's dying. It's very, very hard to matchmake now. So I'm looking forward to sort of be able to see that. And I think that's going to be quite a healthy implementation. When it comes to Smart Assist, this is now being fully implemented across all modes, including eFootball League. I'm not a big fan of that, but to be honest, I don't feel like it adds much to your gameplay. I felt like I was being held back by it. So I think it's going to help newer players, but for those sort of veterans, experienced players, you're not going to gain a benefit by using it. So that was pretty much the gameplay update, and wasn't really all that much about gameplay itself. The next one, or the next topic, is player development, backup player slots. I mean, this guy they had on was surely a paid actor. He's like, yay, I can spend another billion yen on players. Incredible news. I was like, bro, are you for real? Anyway, the backup slot players cannot be trained or added direct to your game plan. Well, I mean, for me, that's a little bit frustrating, because that's going to be more micromanaging. Why can't they just add more slots? Why restrict us? Why have to manage 3 pools of players? You game plan, the players just outside your game plan, and then these backup players. You now have the ability to release all of your players at once. I'm pretty sure you can do that already, but maybe that's not on mobile. They have got a new skill training program, which increases the chance your player will acquire a skill that fits your needs. And there's also the ability to delete skills, which is quite useful, because I assigned a lot of skills to some of my players on the PlayStation, and I didn't used to use the legacy transfer. So now I can delete those out, and it means I don't have to spend money and buy the next Revenge Asteroid to fix my old Revenge Asteroid. So I think that's going to be quite useful. On the mobile, it now shows your team and subs in one display. I guess that's a good thing. I don't play on mobile all that much. I've played a little bit here and there. And someone mentioned about lag and disconnects. And I don't know if they've introduced servers or they had servers initially, but I'm getting the impression that from my knowledge, it was always peer-to-peer. So my connection versus my opponent's connection. Now they're telling us that there's servers located in the world, but you have to find out where they are on the website. I've had a quick look, but I can't see anything at the minute, so I need to dive a little bit deeper. But if you do find that bit of information, then please let me know down in the comments. So along with the servers, they've added antenna symbols to show your connection, and after matches, you're going to get a network graph to see where your connection dipped. So now you can point to goals conceded due to lag. Now, during the Q&A session, they mentioned 2 topics: passing and AI defensive moves. Someone complained that they don't feel any difference between a weak passer and a strong passer of the ball. And I've already tested this before the update of 4.4 when I tried making a Vieira from Wish using Rudiger as a destroyer. his passes were much slower, less accurate, and far easier to intercept. So what they mentioned here about passing is nothing new. This is nothing new. I think it was just them answering a question that had been posed to them. But I'm in agreement. The difference between like a 90 rated passer and a 100 rated passer, the difference is barely noticeable. They did mention that there's an adjustment of AI defensive moves, as they put it in the improved gameplay section, and they're going to tweak how aggressively the AI applies pressure and how they move to block passing lanes, as if we needed any more assistance in this game. As a PC player, I really welcome this update. This is absolutely massive because I can definitely feel the pinch of the player base on PC dwindling. It's literally taking me 20 or 30 minutes to find a match, and that is not acceptable. So the fact there's crossplay is coming, that is a massive, massive relief, because I can definitely feel it. Like if you said like 2 or 3 months ago, I couldn't really I could always find a game pretty quickly. Like it would like take 2 or 3 minutes, but now it's taking like 15, 20, 30 minutes to find a game, and it's just too excessive. And the more that happens, the less players are going to be put off, and the less people that are going to pick up and play it, and they may even opt to play on their console. So the cross-play function from this update is massive for me personally, but I think if I was like a PlayStation player, there's not too much to look forward to. Yes, there's the AI defensive tweaks, but I would have liked to see more gameplay changes, maybe more engine changes, maybe a little bit of hype for the Master League. The fact there was no Master League questions in there, I mean, what? Who are asking these questions? Seriously. Anyway, that's all for me, ladies and gents. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.